know about you, but I am getting desperate for more information on the new Sims expansion pack. It's meant to come out in like 3-ish weeks, and we know a little bit about it because they've given us like the announcement trailer, and we've seen a couple blog posts that show some more information, but I'm hoping that today we'll get some pretty big news on the pack because they're dropping another trailer. Usually with really big Sims packs, like the expansion packs, we'll get 2 trailers. The first one is an announcement trailer, and they pack a lot into like a very short video, and they try and just show off a lot of really cool things that might excite us. And then in the second trailer, the gameplay trailer, there's usually a person talking, and in that one, they usually go over like the main features from the pack. So the trailer is meant to premiere in like 11 minutes, and I thought we could watch it and react to it together. The description just says, "What? The Michaelsons have a visitor," eye emoji, and I don't really know what to expect from that. I'm guessing like maybe the visitor will be like a narrator, and they'll like talk about some things, or maybe like one of the main Sims will talk about it. It's interesting to look at this because the cottage living gameplay trailer was 4 minutes long, but the snowy escape one was 2 minutes long. So just to give you kind of an idea of what to expect, it's gonna be probably something like this, where like a person is actually talking. So you kind of get to know the Sim, and they talk about their life and like some of the highlights of things that come in the pack. So hopefully we'll get some pretty good info on this pack today. I feel like I should also clarify that I have played this pack already, kinda. I did 3 of the builds that are coming in the new world. So you might like hear that and think like, oh, well, you're pretending to be excited, like you've seen all of this already. But actually, I really haven't. Like, yes, I did the build, so I know about some of the like new build items that are coming, but I didn't see the gameplay at all, and they didn't tell me. So all that I actually know is what I've seen in the last trailer and in those blog posts. And also, when it comes to stuff like this, just because you've heard about a feature doesn't mean that it's still not exciting to see it. Like, we all heard the infant update was coming, but obviously we're not any less excited to actually see the infants just because we knew about it already from the live stream. While we sit here and wait, I have this like desire to break down this screenshot and like analyze what there is to see. There's not really a lot of new things going on in this. I mean, it's just like a front door, but it's a new front door and new windows, and also a small bike that I think is a kid's bike. We saw that in the last trailer. The rest of this stuff is just base game. We got like a base game shoe, a base game coat rack. They did post this on Twitter yesterday, so it kind of gives us a bit more to go off of, but like, I don't know what this is supposed to be implying. The baby looks terrified. So what kind of visitor is coming? I guess like in the blog posts from a couple weeks ago, they talked about like family coming to stay, but like, why is the baby that upset that grandma is coming? I don't know. We'll see. I always get so nervous before these things. I don't know what it is. I think part of it is that I'm like gonna react to it, so it's kind of nerve-wracking. But also with this one, because they're gonna be talking throughout probably, I feel kind of weird like watching it. Oh my god, it's beginning shortly. I feel kind of weird like watching it and talking over them, but also like it's kind of weird to just sit here and like watch it silently. So where's the line? Everybody in the chat keeps yelling for them to open the door. I hate this part. I wish it would just start so we can get it over with. Oh, okay. Spoke too soon. All right, here we go. Oh my god. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I don't know why I'm so nervous. There's nothing to be nervous about. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
In the picturesque neighborhood of Hopewell Hills, we find the Michaelsons. A recent addition to the family has instigated an unexpected
Oh no.
and uninvited guest.
Oh no.
The doting grandparent. Tonight, we'll
Okay.
use this temporary stay to explore the family dynamic, the milestones that define one's life, the personalities that can connect us or push us apart, and how all of it is simply a matter of perspective. Let's first examine the married couple's reaction to Celeste's father's unannounced arrival. Fortunately, their family dynamic is set to close.
Whoa.
As if hand-picked for them. This relationship setting, if you will, has stood the test of time, thanks to the social compatibilities they share.
Interesting.
Throw in the many milestones they've achieved together, the joy they have for Orion joining the family, and they seem to be genuinely embracing Sebastian's help in growing their family together. Sebastian is very protective of his daughter, which is why he's even more critical of Christopher. There's nothing wrong with Christopher, per se. He and Sebastian just have different interests and ways of expressing themselves. Sebastian has lived a long, fulfilling life. The dude's old. That's what I'm saying. But he still has much to learn, especially when it comes to the man who makes his daughter happy.
I like this. I like learning about the family.
Orion's recent arrival has sent the family dynamics into a tailspin, causing everyone to adjust. But she's a baby. She's got better things to do.
Oh, okay.
After all, an infant's world is full of firsts, and there are other firsts yet to come.
We need to talk about these. We have to like pause and go back and look.
Atlas, the once king of the castle, how he misses the days when he had his parents wrapped around his little finger. Fortunately, he has always had a great relationship with his grandpa Sebastian. These two troublemakers might as well be the same person.
Aww.
And as far as Atlas is concerned, this old jokester has come to play with him, not the enemy. The family dynamic is not something easily defined, but growing together through all of life's many surprises means understanding everyone has a different point of view.
Interesting. Oh, not this again. Okay. Okay. Available March 16th. I feel like, so they've talked a lot about, hold on, let me refresh this so I can get this thing away. Oh no, everybody's saying that's all. That's it. Uh-oh. So these gameplay trailers are always kind of weird. Like the vibes are always kind of weird because they have to like fit in as much actual feature talk as they can while also telling a story. So I think it just makes it kind of awkward. Like you can have the best narrator and the best storyline like this, but you still have to be like talking about milestones and like make sure you hit all those key points. I like this little story of like grandpa coming to visit and like how it affects everybody. I'm really intrigued by this like household relationship thing you can set. It looks like you can do it in cast, like in that menu where you pick how they're related to you. Like, are they a spouse? Are they engaged? Is it like your mom? Like this drop down says like spouse, engaged, parent, whatever. And then this one has like the closeness options, distant, jokesters, close. And it seems like you can set it for everybody. Like even the kid was setting it for his baby sister. Close, distant, difficult, and jokesters. I think he picked difficult. It's just a baby. I can't believe they're enemies. She's like 6 months old. How are you gonna be enemies with a 6-month-old? I get it. The kid is jealous. I understand. They also keep having these things pop up, and I assume that these are like the real milestone icons. Annoyingly, my face was like covering half of them, so sorry. But baby milestone for having like a giant poop. This one too, like for maybe growing the family, the kid's upset, the parents are crying. I think happy tears probably. I also love grandpa like not liking his son-in-law. This dynamic is very amusing to me. I really like the idea of them expanding upon relationships more in the game, and it seems like that's kind of the whole point of the pack. They're calling it growing together, and it's like about growing up and also about your relationships with the family members. And that's something I've wanted really badly for a long time. I'm also seeing some new likes and dislikes popping up, but I'm wondering if these are like personality traits. Cause the gardening one we already have, that's just a skill-based one. But like, what is this? Is this like a joking thing? We already have a mischief like and dislike, so I'm curious about what those are. And they're highlighting this, like the bad compatibility thing, because there's this whole new compatibility feature. On this sim, by the way, I'm seeing more skin details. We have stretch marks and like these body moles. And they're highlighting a bunch of these milestones. Like in this part, I think he's getting fired. Sorry, that's not funny. That's not funny. But it's interesting. This also looks like a bigger family photo. I feel like I can see both the kids and both the parents, but it looks like they blurred it. So if they blurred it, is that just like some movie magic and not actually a feature, like better photos? Because I want better photos so bad, but they do a lot of like photo magic stuff in the trailers, so I don't know if we can read into that too much. And annoyingly, this is the same family as the other trailer, which is like fun for storyline purposes, but I've already seen this living room, so like I can't just pick apart all the new stuff because they already showed it to us. I'm wondering if we're gonna get more like household relationship options. If we're expanding this part for like how the relationship is, do you think we'll be able to set like grandparent stuff in cast? Because you can't do that right now. Right now you can only set like sibling, parent, and like partner stuff. I would love to have expanded relationship categories that I can set. I'm seeing a changing table. We've got like some cool new decals. There's some cute stuff on this shelf back here. I think that's a new toy box, new rug, new curtain on the window. The babies are just so cute. Like all the milestones that are popping up too, like the poop, the bath, baby rolling over, baby crawling, baby eating food, pulling themselves up with a chair. It's just so cute. I cannot wait for the baby update. I can't believe we have to wait so long. I know it's like 3 weeks, but it feels like a lifetime to me right now. I want it now. Okay, in this, I'm seeing like a beautiful new plant. We've got some more cute little decor back there. Beautiful fireplace. This chair is new. New bookshelf, new lamp. This looks like a new little snake plant down there. I know it's kind of hidden behind the chair, and I can't tell if these are the base game fireplace tools or if they're new. I don't really use that item that much, so I'm not sure. I do love this little owl thing. And there's a bunch of new toys for the babies as well, which is kind of fun. Back here, I'm wondering what that is. Is that like some sort of new pergola? We have like these new columns, the new windows. You can see the treehouse back there. I love the trailer team, how they include like all these family photos on the wall. These ones aren't like sneaky photos. Those are just ones you can take in game like normal. But I love the detail of like the houses they build. Also, this part where she's like picking up the kid, you can't do that right now. We can only pick up toddlers, but that's kind of fun that like the kids can be held by their parents too. I've just been wanting more family interactions so bad. I love that we're finally getting stuff like this. Yeah, look, see, this is a new thing too. This looks like a prankster kind of like and dislike. Luckily the kid liked it. And in this room, we can see like the new sleeping bag, suitcase, new lantern. There's some more decor back here, the new bed. This is a new mirror as well, new couch. I like the blanket and stuff on there. Annoyingly, my face is covering it, but look how nice that is. You can just tell I'm getting so desperate because I'm looking around at everything, but this is them playing with puzzles. Are you teaching him how to ride the bike? Losing a tooth? See, you have to watch it back because there's no way that I caught all this stuff the first time that I played it. We caught the thing on fire. Ooh, they're getting along. Is this a new interaction between them two? Because that's kind of cute. Obviously, anything between the babies and kids is new. That is so adorable. Look, we're playing peekaboo with the baby. Oh my god. I love this kind of thing. I love family stuff in The Sims. I like actually cannot wait. I cannot wait for this pack. Also, because I know you're gonna ask, I did not build this house. I did build 3 lots for the pack, but that is not one of them. I can't talk about which ones that I did build yet, but as soon as I can, I've got a whole video on the whole process that I'll post for you. If you missed it, they invited me to build 3 of the lots that are coming in this world. So if you buy the pack, it's gonna have like my lots in it. I'm really excited about it. This is like actually a dream come true. The lot building, the pack itself, the gameplay. I've just really been wanting stuff like this. I'm so desperate for stuff like this in The Sims. I love like detailed family gameplay. I always play legacy challenges. Like I'm currently playing on the 16th generation of one family on my Twitch channel. So stuff like this is perfect for me. I should clarify, not stuff like this. I don't, I mean the pack. I don't mean like the early purchase content. I still don't love this. I mean, these items are so cute. This swing set, adorable. The toddler slide, adorable. But I don't really like them giving you bonus content if you buy the pack like quickly. It just kind of sucks how if you don't buy it by then, like this is just gone. Like I really don't appreciate this. They've done it a few times now and it's not my favorite thing. But the pack seems promising. I'm gonna be honest, I'm like watching this back, trying to remember where this lot is in the world and wondering if I can see a lot that I built back here, but I don't think that I can. Well, there you go. I think that's the whole gameplay trailer. Obviously, it wasn't like the most groundbreaking, exciting thing, but it's fun for them to like show off some of the new features. And if you missed it, I made a whole video on the initial trailer and I like read through all these blog posts and we discussed all of this. So if you want to see that, I'll link it down below. I feel like there's probably more they could have shown off in this trailer, but I don't really know how they make these things. I don't know what their like main goals are, so I don't know. I like it. And I like seeing about the families too. Like it's kind of fun to get some insight into like how the families are and what their relationships are like. You just learn more about the Sims this way, so it's fun to have like a deep dive into their lives. So if you're looking for any more info on the pack, I'm gonna link the blog post they've made and my last trailer reaction down below so you can go back and watch it. Like I mentioned earlier, the vibes of gameplay trailers are like always kind of weird. So if you thought this one was kind of weird, it's not abnormal. Like they're all kind of like that. They're not usually as good as the initial trailers are because these are more focused on like explaining stuff. And obviously as soon as we get any more info on this pack, I will let you know. They're actually going to be doing a live stream on March 3rd on their Twitch channel. So if you wanted to watch that, in those like developer live streams, they usually do like a mini deep dive into the pack. They'll probably be live for a couple hours and like show off a ton of the new stuff. So I'm going to link the Sims Twitch channel down below. It's just twitch.tv/The Sims, but it's probably worth following them there. And while you're at it, you could maybe follow me on Twitch. My name is just lilsimsie there and I'll have that link down below for you too. But I think with that, I'm going to leave this video right here. So thank you so much for watching. I am so excited about this pack. Have the best rest of your day and I'm going to see you all tomorrow. Okay? Bye everybody. They always do a good job with like hiring a great narrator and making the trailer look so beautiful. Like the team that works on this is so good at it.